Okay, so with a problem like this, it's best to read over the whole thing and try to identify what they're asking for. So it says a family is saving up for a house payment. If they deposit $400 each month into an account that pays 4.8% interest compounded monthly, how much money will they have in the account 8 years from now? So the overall question it's asking is how much money will they have in the account 8 years from now? So it's asking for the future value. And in order to find our future value, we'll have to use the future value formula. So the formula for future value is FV, which stands for future value, equals PMT, which is the amount that you're paying per month. And then parentheses 1 plus I, and your I stands for your R divided by M. And sometimes you'll see it written as 1 plus R over M or 1 plus I. In all, it means the same thing. It's just a different notation. So then your R represents the rate, and then your M represents how many times you're paying that rate. So then 1 plus I to the n power, and your n power is also abbreviated to some other format. Your n stands for your m times t. So your t stands for the time that they've given you. All over, and then the minus 1. Then all over I. So this is the formula that you would use, and I'm just breaking down the parts of the formula for you to understand what information you need to get from this in order for you to plug it back into the formula. So right now, when we read over the question, the question gives us the information if they deposit $400 each month. So they've given us our PMT. This is the second step. So the first step was identifying the formula that we need to use and kind of breaking down the meanings of the formula. What does this mean? What does this mean? What does this mean? And further on. So the second step is to pull out the information that the question has given us. So our PMT is given, which is $400 each month. And then it says into account that pays 4.8%. So that's our R, interest compounded monthly. And that's what determines our M. So now that we have our R, we will convert it to the decimal format. So it will be 0.048. And then we also have our M, which is the interest compounded monthly. There's 12 months in 1 year. So then this is our RM or our I. So then we read on. It says how much money will they have in the account 8 years from now? So they've given us the time, which is 8 years. Now with all this information that we've gotten, the third step is to plug it into the formula. So again, we're looking for our future value. So we'll leave it as FV equals PMT, which is 400, parentheses 1 plus I. Our I is also our R over M. So it's going to be 0.048 over 12, parentheses, to the n power, which is going to be our M, which is 12, times our t, which is 8, minus 1, all over our I, or R over M, which is going to be 0.048 divided by 12, and close parentheses. So when we calculate this into the calculator, we should get our future value.